Hello everybody, these are my settings in Fortnite. This video is going to be a little shorter as it's less information to cover, but if you do like my settings, I do recommend copying them down. Now as for if you play on an Xbox or PS4, your FPS will not be this high, and your graphics settings will be a little different than what I have. So that is something that you can't change, but if you were on PC, I do recommend copying these. Um, and if you're on console and if you're able to turn off motion blur, I do recommend that as well because motion blur actually makes it harder to aim within the game. Now, for me personally, these are my favorite colorblind settings, Pro Nope and then 10. And so you can use and with brightness 90%. It really is preference for what you use for your graphics, but this is what I recommend and what I use every game. So now onto this. This stuff's a little less important, but I do recommend having sprint by default on and then auto open doors on. These are extremely important. And then next, mark danger when targeting. This should be on always. Auto pickup weapons is also super important, and I recommend that that's on. If you and one person are landing for a single chest, you will likely get the gun first if you have auto pickup weapons on. Now, turbo building should always be on. It should already be on. And then confirm edit on release. This is super preference based, but if you can master edit on release, your edits actually will be faster. So I do recommend trying to master that. This is HUD scales. HUD is completely up to you again. I like playing on 75% because it makes me able to see more of the game. And then all of these should be on except for this last thing. Next, this is my sensitivity for keyboard and mouse. Obviously, if you are a controller player, just check out the video I linked below this. These are my controller options do not need to be talked about. And then audio. So audio is also important. I recommend turning music all the way off because I feel like it's not important, but that is up to you. Now, as for sound quality, I recommend high. Turn 3D headphones off. Background audio off. Subtitles. Those should be off as well. And then no sound effects. And voice chat, obviously you guys probably all have this on so you can communicate with your team in game. Now here are my keybinds. So my keybinds are a little different from most people, and again, it's because this is what I personally like to use, so don't feel that you need to use these. You should find what you like. But I use everything that was automatically on here except for auto run, which is on my equals key, and then crouch, which is on my left alt. Now, as for weapons, I like having it pickaxe in 1, and then weapons just numerically after. Now, here are my building settings. So my wall is Q, floor is C, stairs is X, roof is V, trap is Z. Now what this enables me to do is it enables me to use all my fingers and be able to build fast. So obviously you do not need to copy this, but if you want to try it out and see if you like it, then I do recommend doing that. Now, I do recommend using these. These are extremely important because you can help communicate to your team where people are, and then the rest just emotes and vehicles. A lot of these vehicles aren't in the game anymore, so I wouldn't worry about them. And yeah, so that's all I have for my settings. So make sure you guys check out the controller settings if you are on controller.